activity, I have asked Yara to help me. So Yara, let me get up the whiteboard. This is called story mapping. And you can do this. I got to go over to where it is too, okay? This is story mapping, but it's how to speak from your scars, not your wounds, okay? So Yara.
Yeah.
Who is the woman who you're called to? What's she carrying at 6 a.m?
So sorry. Who's the woman that I'm called to?
Who's the woman that you're called to?
Okay, I am called to help to serve bold Christian women.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What if that person doesn't feel so bold?
And that mean moving the thing. What about the boldness is you said imperfect action is better than no action. The bold woman, I think that the Christian woman naturally has courage.
Okay.
So that's who will come to me and who I will serve.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And what are some of her, it's 6 a.m, okay? And she's facing some things. What are some of the things that she is facing?
Usually is family struggles with the children, but also a lot of mental health situations like anxiety, depression, grief, PTSD, trauma, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's serious trauma. I'm sorry, guys, my clicker is not working. So serious trauma. And what does she feel? What is the gut feeling she's feeling? Can you embrace that for us? Because you worked with someone like this. What is that?
Yeah, all the time. The gut feeling of this person is that they can't do it alone anymore.
Okay.
But that there is a way out. They just don't know how to do it.
Okay, I like that. But there is a way out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they come to you. So are they?
Correct.
They're Christian women. Where are they located?
Yeah. Oh, good question. I have international clients. So mainly the Spanish speakings are from Latin America, South America, but I do have clients from Canada, clients from Nigeria, clients from different countries.
Just out of curiosity, is this a common thing? Do they all struggle with their scar, with their wounds? And
yes.
And
you would be surprised that the same woman that was grieving her husband in Nigeria, her funeral was so different than my friend in Mexico, but it's the same internal struggle.
You said death of her husband, so is she in her scars or her wounds? Or let me ask you this: what season were you her? You said she lost her husband. So what's your season?
My season is I lost my husband at a very young age, and I had babies. So I've been a widow for 18 years already.
Okay.
So I lost my husband. I was 30, and then I had a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's parts of your story that can so connect with the chapter of so many people, correct?
Yes. So the chapter, are we in that part of the chapter? What does it say in the middle? With the middle box? The chapter. Okay. Scar wound with
the chapter. Sorry, I'm kind of, does that make it easier? So what I'm trying to do is, you've got a story. I'm just getting building blocks. That's why I wanted you to do it, because.
Okay, you want my story or the normal story?
Yeah, I want your story.
My story?
Because you have a story.
So I am, yeah. And I wanted Jolene to say a lot more about hers, and she's got one too. So, okay, my story is I'm a first generation immigrant, and then I was a young widow. I was in ministry, full-time ministry,
Wow.
and I was clinically, what's it called? What's it called? It was diagnosed. I was clinically diagnosed with clinical depression and, of course,
Wow.
ADHD. Yeah, all of that.
Now, the reason I asked Yara is these are all scars. I didn't want,
Yes.
I'm not if you want someone to walk you through these, Yara and Alana are amazing. They're certified neurocycle facilitators. But I wanted you to see, do you see how much Yara's story goes into what she can do for people? Do you guys see that? I mean, do you see the,
Oh, and then I have adult children that, pardon my French, they can be jerks. And then I have elderly parents that need
oh,
help.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
girl, like,
Yeah,
yeah. It's called the struggle. Yeah. You know,
okay.
when they're little, it's a lot of work. When they grow, you're still mama. Mm-hmm.
And I know these
Take
are
care.
all scars for you. I know this isn't like
Mm-hmm.
you have dealt with it, you have done your,
Yes.
and that's just beautiful because
Mm-hmm.
what season were
Praise
you
the Lord.
her? You were in so many of her seasons. How many lost their husband? You know, how many are in full-time ministry and just getting spiritually abused? Diagnosed with clinical depression. Adult children, elderly parent. Do you see how Yara's story and who she
I used to tell my
shows?
friends, I'm going to get these T-shirts that say exhausted parent.
For sure. But look at
Exhausted
that.
parent. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I want you to go over here with me.
Okay.
You're thinking now of the person that your story is talking to. I know what it feels like. What now? I guess you could say I know what it feels like to have, but tell us the victory side, what you already know what it feels like.
You know, I don't know what I said last time, but what I feel like saying today is like, I know what it feels like to think I just want to drive down the freeway and an 18-wheeler run over me and
That's
I'm all
so
done
nice.
and I would be okay with that because I was tired. I was done.
When
I know
was
what
that?
it is to feel.
When was that?
Actually, I think that was 2017, 16,
Okay.
17.
So
Mhm.
you can relate.
So
Your story.
yes.
Oh my gosh, you can relate.
Mhm.
Was that
Yeah.
part of the clinical depression or what was that?
Yes. I
Okay.
went through a lot of church hurt, split church and stuff like that. And I think that was harder than losing my husband. Because I lost my husband in 2008. So,
He was a
the
pastor.
grieving, the loss. Yes. We were both in ministry. Yeah. So in 2008, I lost him, but 2016, 17, that was, so I know what it feels like. I know what it looks like, but I also know being a woman anointed in the word, in right standing with God, but the struggle is real.
Yeah. Do you guys see how?
So there's no shame.
Do you see how we're just going from our story, and we're story mapping. We're kind of story mapping your ideal client. But do you see how your story could be someone else's lifeline? Well, anything else you want to say on that one true line that I'm sure you counsel with someone, but
I want to say that there was, up until recently, when I started working with you guys and stuff and with Dr. Lee, there was a lot of shame. There was a lot of shame of exposing my story.
Okay.
Because we're here to serve others and it needs to look a perfect way and glorious and it needs to look like victorious, right? But my struggle was real, but the work of Christ is victorious. I just do feel that a lot of people still in the church, we go to the church because we're hurt, but there's not a lot of equipped people to help us through that, right? So that's it. The shame, I think the shame was huge. The identity, the changes in the identity. Oh, and then I'm menopausal, you guys. I'm turning 50 this year. So that's harsh.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
I want you guys to take a picture of this and do it on yourself. Like this race, you got the kind of the guideline, but I'd love for you to take a picture of this and story map how you've been able to speak from your scars, not your wounds. It's a destination standing where you once stood. And if you're like, Teresa, I don't have a lot of a story, well, then that's when you get help, like I did. I got help. Is that harsh, the way I said that? I hope that's not, but okay.
No, that's actually
Awesome.
Actually, saying that we get help, honestly, it's the highlight of everybody's story. There's
I
hope.
agree.
And
So
we're
agree.
called to walk with somebody, but as godly women and women of faith,
Yeah.
we got to know, that when you don't have enough faith, I have faith for you.
So good. So good. Thank you for helping me with that activity.
Thank you, Fred.
I was a little concerned about that one because, we can all be in different areas where we got real scars. Okay, so faith by works, all this is moving. You got to move. You got to find the keys. Visibility is, there is some faith that you got to move. A post without a next step does not convert. Now that may be harsh because like Jolene's not on Instagram, but there's got to be a step where it's like a call to action. Like some of you saw my page and you gave me your email so I could give you details. It's basic marketing, but a caption without an offer doesn't invite people to you. There's basic ways where your visibility only produces income when every piece points somewhere. Are you following me? It's got to point to like a lead magnet to seminar, to audit. It's like people just don't want to buy straight out. They want something. They're thinking, what's in it for me? And as the things have gone, then the internet today, it's harder than ever. People, do they trust you? That's why your story just cuts through all that. It's not a funnel gimmick, guys. This is stewardship. If God placed a message in you, there needs to be a way for the woman who needs you to actually reach you. Write that down. There's got to be a way for the woman who needs me, who needs my story, actually reaches me. Visibility is not built by doing more at random. It's taking the right steps. I'm not going to talk about what does not work, but I'll talk to you about works. You name your calling before you name your offer. Tell one story that matches her pain point. Like I could have talked, I misspelled something again, sorry. I could have offered a lot of different things. I could do AI and marketing. No, I am committed in being a visibility strategist because I know someone needs you. Okay? Tell every piece of content has one next step. Go where your trust is already built. Result, the calling separates you. The story converts her. You're one next step closer to her. I said 90-day of patience. This means don't jump around with a lot of different ideas and things. Dig in. Let your calling be the drive because the calling is so connected to God. And he'll help you deal with your stories. And you may I know I have a story, but I'm afraid that he knows. And everything shifts when you move. I love that. You apply the word, but you still have to act. You still have to move. I'm not going to crack the whip, but it's just a bunch of noise if you don't move in the right direction. So I think we got, and then lead through your voice. Act on your calling. When you act on your calling, things happen. Dana, she's been with me a long time ago, and it was just so cool to see. She needed something to shift, guys. And she was so ready for some solutions. And in just one session, some things changed. And she says, I really appreciate you and your obedience to the Lord. See, your obedience to the Lord and your story. I know she really had her story firmed up. She got to know her identity. So who, Lynn, will you be on my next one or do you not feel comfortable with that? Lynn, unmute yourself, girl.
Yes, I can.
Because Lynn's a rock star. I really want to see her walk through. I'm going to have you walk through the steps we did the first time. So let me get it up there, Lynn. So Lynn, dear,
Gotcha.
who do you serve? Hold on, let me get a place. All right, Lynn. First, tell us what you do.
Like what? I'm an independent beauty consultant for Mary Kay.
Oh, Mary Kay, sorry. Yeah. I like how you said that. An independent
Beauty
beauty
consultant.
consultant. Come on now.
Yeah, I just stepped into directorship training.
Oh man, let's celebrate that. Okay.
I'm also a store manager for a shoe store.
Now that's something else. On top of all that, girl, woo, I'm going to put that down in a separate block. Okay, I'm going to ask you about the Mary Kay stuff.
Okay.
Who is your ideal customer in the Mary Kay?
In the Mary Kay business, of course, it's women, but my goal was to reach hurting women.
Ooh,
Or women who had been stuck, women who felt bad about themselves.
oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Felt bad about themselves. Okay. What are their age brackets?
Age brackets can be anywhere from, young teenagers to all the way up to, I think my oldest client right now is 74.
Wow. Okay. So
I have
wide.
16 to 74, actually.
Wow, that's amazing. And let me just ask you, after they have their beauty, how can you see the change after they maybe have a makeover by you or understand how beautiful they are? What do you see change in them after being served by you?
Their confidence starts to build. Is one thing. The other thing is they start to see themselves. So one of my strategies with Mary Kay is I have scriptures on the back of my mirrors. So if you have a big party, the person sitting across from you sees that scripture.
Nice. Do you guys hear that? That is so cool.
And at the end, let me tell you this too, Teresa. At the end, there's a part in the Mary Kay business, they tell you to pick up the mirror and say, ooh la la, I'm beautiful. But I changed my script to pick up the mirror to say, I am beautifully and wonderfully made in the image of my Father.
It's a little Psalm 139 in there. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love that.
Cool? So, Lynn, I was a little concerned about Lynn coming on, but we had lots of chats, texts, because I was married to her brother and she had her own stuff. So I'm just going to give me building blocks. I know you've worked through so much of this, so I'm not trying to pick.
Lynn, it's so good to meet. It's so good to meet you, Lynn.
She's
oh my
a powerhouse. Yeah,
girl, that is.
She's
so
always
beautiful.
been a powerhouse.
I don't talk to any Abraham's relatives, so that's so sweet of you, Lynn.
Yeah, she's really. It's I didn't talk a lot about, but it is part of my story. Okay, how about some building blocks of your story that you feel comfortable sharing?
Well, I went through, I was in a bad marriage as well.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's part of, built me who I was and built me to help others.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. What are some other really painful things that you had to go through?
My oldest daughter used drugs, still uses drugs to today. And then my son was killed at 21 in a motorcycle crash. My youngest daughter used drugs, and I had to raise her son for a while. She's clean and sober and doing well now.
Which one's that one? Clean and sober.
Bethany.
Oh, praise God.
Yeah. But I also had to transition from raising my grandson for 9 years.
Yeah.
to transition him back with his mom.
Okay. Wow.
So
which one was that?
Carson.
No, Carson. So you did you transitioned him back to his mom. That's hard because
it was hard.
Yeah. So we're talking someone who's had to go through some hard family drama.
Then my granddaughter that I adopted, Lily, went down the drug world with her biological mom, which is my oldest daughter. So that was hard. When I was young, I went through the same thing that a lot of women do when I didn't feel loved by my mom.
Yeah. Shit.
And as I hit young adulthood and in a bad marriage, didn't really know what was going on. I knew Jesus and was spirit-filled, but I tried to commit suicide at 21 years old.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and not a lot of people know that part. But I overcame that with a lot of Christian counseling, a lot of time in the Word, a lot of healing. And I learned that even with my mom issues and my ex-husband, I had to forgive. I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive those people. I had to forgive my brother. I saw a lot of things going on in him that I had went through, and we clashed. But I learned
that. You clashed with Dave?
Yeah, I clashed with Dave.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I did not when I was younger.
He's your favorite when you were younger.
He was my favorite when I was younger. He was a different person when I was younger, but then as I grew up, we clashed a lot. So, it was really hard for those times, but I did learn to forgive, and I understand that I'm here for a reason and a purpose. It didn't matter. Did not matter whether my mom and dad wanted me. Didn't matter who had sex. It just God wanted me here.
Come on, y'all. We got to give her a hand. She's softening a lot of this drama. Come on.
So powerful. Thank you for sharing.
Powerful. So I know, Lynn, you get the idea of even the Bible verses. I hope you see how all this stuff you have healed, you have walked healed. I don't see any bleeding wounds. I see a lot of scars that are for other people. I mean, I'm blown away by what you were willing to share, and yet here you are, strong as ever. I love to see that you got a community of Mary Kay people. Wow, I'm just overwhelmed. So forgive me, guys. This is just too cool. Okay, so we're going to go through here. This is going to be good for you. See your story. I don't think you have trouble saying your story, Lynn. Okay, now we're going to talk about expressing your story. That's the next one, okay? Mm-hmm. And then expand your story. I want you to see these because we're going to go to the next one. This isn't prophetic, Lynn, but I see you on a stage speaking. So if that resonates, take it. If it doesn't, throw it away.
Yeah, okay. It does. It's not my comfort zone.
Right, of course not.
I can tell you that. I'm a behind the scenes person, but
okay,
it's where God is pushing me through. So a lot of the things in Mary Kay has been very stretching.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna stretch you and challenge you more. I know you're on social, and I know they teach you marketing, but I'm gonna challenge you to create something. It's called a lead magnet, where people can get closer to you. And that may just, and Lynn, that may just be them getting to know you. It's not like I'm going to get close to you because you're going to be my client. No, I just think you have so much of your story that as a process of expressing your calling, your story is going to come in so powerfully. And God will reward you. There is a reward for being faithful, right? And then, I don't know, I'm going to put speaking here. Because when you see it and you start speaking it, literally, you notice that there are speaking moments. Oh, guys, how many people need her redemption story? How many women need her redemption story? But that's up to you and God. you're not meant to throw up on stage. You're meant to speak from your scars. And it may just be one thing. You went through a bad marriage, or maybe you had mother issues and your mom just never felt her love. Lots of stuff there, but I'm just going to challenge you with that. And then that's big right there to create something. I'm going to challenge you to share your story, whether that's in person with the person or online from a healed place. This is why.
Agnes, we'll join you.
This is
Let us
why.
know
This
where
is
to
why
join you.
they're going to go to you to buy their Mary Kay because you shared a piece of your heart. There's lots of Mary Kay distributors, but they're going to start going to you because you opened up a piece of your heart and you shared your heart. You shared. These story moments are amazing, but I know they're all scars now. If they weren't, you wouldn't be on this call and you'd say, "I'll forget it. What's Teresa doing? I don't know. I don't really care. I didn't like her brother. I didn't like her husband." That's Teresa. And we didn't, because of her big brother, I didn't get to know Lynn. I always liked Lynn, but I didn't get to know her as much. So that's another kind of tragic. But can we share some redemption now, guys? Can we just say, look what the Lord has done, huh?
Amen.
Oh, this is so good.
My sister-in-law, I get to reconnect with her because of a darn visibility thing. That just blows my mind personally.
Oh, God.
All right,
Mhm.
let's get back to this. Well, you want to say something? Did you want to say something?
I wanted to say that part of my story and part of what I've been doing is creating an atmosphere where people can be vulnerable. They feel safe because people don't feel safe. So they hide behind the lies. They hide behind a made up story. Their story is part of who they are and who God wants them to be. It's not for them to be embarrassed.
Right.
So we have to create an atmosphere where they can feel okay to be vulnerable.
You just said one of the most important marketing things, sorry, I'm going to say marketing, that you could ever say. When you make people feel safe, they're going to go to you. Whether that's a product, whether that's counseling, Deborah, whether it's I want to buy your product or I just need to know you or what do you have? Because that's why I'm so big on the story. The story makes people feel safe. Does that make sense? Yeah. They make you feel safe. Thank you, Lynn. That was right on the button there. Okay, so I'd say 3 steps to activation. So many of you know your story. You got the spirit-driven story. You understand story-based visibility comes from sharing your message. And then you take action. You step out, let your voice do the work. And so many of you have such an amazing story that I see the work being done. Now it's the time of putting it together. When one part is missing, though, without calling, without story, without action, you could have an amazing calling, an amazing story. There still has to be action. Let's become someone people feel, trust, and remember. Your voice, your message. You stand out without forcing it. You build trust that goes deep. You can be found with an entry point. When your calling, story, and action come together, and you stop holding back and you start showing up fully. So now you have 2 choices from here. You can continue second guessing, figuring things out, or you can step into your calling, share your story, and finally show up like the leader you already are. And I'm talking to a room of leaders. You can do it on your own. Pretty frustrating. You kind of keep doubting stuff. You can step into your voice. You can get clear on your calling. Learn to share your story. Take real action that leads people to you. That does take action. So this is what I have, the Executive Voice Mentorship. It's a 1-to-1, 10-week process. And basically, we go deep into your calling, your story, and we help you take action. We help you. Hey, I don't have a lead magnet. I need help. Or we just meet with you and, get down and just talk about things about your story. How can I make this really be a story, Teresa? It's a great 1-to-1 interaction that we have. And everything you need to activate your calling is spirit-driven calling, story-based visibility, and the final thing, faith by works. Those are the 3 pillars we help you walk through so that you can be who God has meant you to be. So for staying here, guys, I got 2 bonuses. The AI kit, make AI sound like you. It's like a 20-minute teaching. And then visibility, spirituality. I really realized that recently. It's like, you know what? Visibility is spiritual. I'm going to put the actual in the chat. I'm going to put the actual address. That's what Teresa Croft AI. Copy and paste it. Pray about it. I didn't want to sell you anything here. I just wanted to be real and have time with you.